So ultimately, so it's twofold. God gave us needs for the opposite sex. That's just genetically how He has created us. But ultimately, you can only be fully satisfied with Jesus, ultimately. But it is not to negate the fact that you have legitimate desires or longings to be with somebody else.
Okay.
But that longing is only temporary, because once the end of time comes, then
Yeah.
that longing will no longer be there, and your longing will only be for God, which is the pure and ultimate longing that we all have. The devil has then said to us, there's no other longing that you should have except your longing to meet your own sexual needs and your unsatisfy your own desires, which shows you why it's all self-centered, which is the antithesis of what makes great marriages. When we rule on earth,
Yeah.
I think at that time, because we're with Christ,
Right.
I think your only desire will be to worship Him, which is why it's so a shame today that we don't even have a thought of worshiping Christ a whole lot. We just have a thought of satisfying ourselves, which is why marriage is so hard, because you got to give up yourself. The very thing that you love yourself in marriage, for marriage to work, you got to give that up so that you can truly, fully embrace and love somebody else, which is why it's so hard.
Right.
But nobody wants to talk about this. You just want to think, hey, it's just going to work out. How do you get two selfish people, bring them together and expect it to work great? It doesn't. Which is why you have to die to yourself daily. That's why you should practice now dying to yourself daily.